Hi guys, it's Erin. It's another farmer's market prep day. You may have noticed I'm inside the cooler. If you can hear that, I'm sorry. But I just wanted to give you a quick update on the ranunculus that we pre-sprouted. Look at all these roots. Can you see that? They're all doing so good. Super exciting. So again, in the next week or two, let me get out of here. In the next week or two, we will be getting those into the ground. It's gonna be in the mid 70s actually next week, which is strange, but that's okay. I'll take another week of sunshine. But it's gonna be warm and then it drops back off. And as we head to October, it's gonna be cold and stay cold. So I will take you guys along at when we plant those and how I set up my low tunnels and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. But I just wanted to give you that update real quick. We don't have quite as many flowers this week. Everything is starting to peter out. I've been saying that for a while, but it's really showing now. The zinnias are a little unhappy because it's been sort of cool and sort of wet, so they've not been really all that into blooming. So we won't have as many of those. The dahlias, same kind of thing. They like it warm, so it's been a little rough on them. We're pretty much out of sunflowers. I got a handful, but I do have a couple new things. We have some sedum that we can cut, which is absolutely beautiful this time of year. And I'll have a few, at least, of those flowering kale that we planted together. Those I'm interested. I've never grown them before, at least not for this. I've grown them for landscaping before, but never for cutting. So I'm really excited to see how they look in a bouquet. Otherwise, yeah, we just don't have a whole lot. It's the end of the season. This week, maybe next week will probably be it for us. The flowers are just petering out, but that gives us lots of time before it gets real cold to really get the gardens ready, get them filled in with all the cool season flowers. My tulips, tulips, alliums, ranunculus, anemone, all these guys are coming. If they're not already here, they're on their way, and that's a ton of work that we have to do, and I will take you guys along for that too. Okay, so I'm just gonna get set up and start cutting flowers. I'll show you what the new options kind of look like, and then we'll get to making bouquets this afternoon. So let me show you what the kale looks like. I'm really pretty excited about this. Like I said, I've never grown it. I've never used it like this, so this is a first time for me. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Check these guys out. This guy is, I think, tall enough. I can cut it off. And this is basically the rosette that will be in the bouquet. Look at that one. And some of these are a darker purple. The cooler it gets, the more vibrant the color is supposed to get. So, and a lot of them I kind of goofed up. I've shown you before, but they're bent stems. I didn't net them to keep them upright, so they're not exactly long, tall stems like I really need, but that's okay. I'm gonna give them a go anyways. This is a trial and error kind of season for this anyway. Learning some lessons, give another go next year and do some things a little bit differently, but I'm pretty excited. I'm just gonna set up a camera and I'll cut a few of these and we'll see what they look like. Well, look at that. It's a decently long stem and a great big flower. Well, it's just kale, but it looks like a flower. So I'm pretty stoked. Yeah, it'll look good. That's kind of pretty. Izzy, that's enough. It was definitely a good idea this year to do a succession of zinnias. I'm definitely going to do that again next year. I might plant them a week or two earlier, and I'll put them up near the other zinnias, I think. That way I can just cut down the old ones and still have fresh ones. And yeah, these are doing really well, especially considering how late it is in the season. They look really good, a lot better than the other ones.
For example, here's a clip of him complaining that he only received 24% of the Jewish vote and telling them that they don't treat him very well. Watch this.
Then for Israel, I received only 24% of the Jewish vote. Do you think of this? I really haven't been treated very well, but that's the story of my life. True. Think of it.
Then in this other moment, Trump told the Jewish Americans in the room that they should have their head examined.
I say all the time that any Jewish person that votes for her, especially now, her or the Democrat Party, should have their head examined.
And of course, Donald Trump has been in even more hot water after his hand-picked pick for the North Carolina gubernatorial race. Mark Robinson was revealed to run these internet accounts where he referred to himself as a black Nazi, said he supported slavery, said he was into trans porn despite being vehemently anti-trans. This is a brutal montage that was created by the Kamala Harris campaign.
So this is the sedum. I am super excited. I have this, it's a perennial, so it grows every year, and I always wait for this time of year when this has turned this really pretty mauve-y color. It's green all season long. I mean, it's a succulent, it's a sedum. But then when it starts to get cool and the daylight gets shorter, it turns this gorgeous color, which is just a fantastic filler for bouquets. I'd only get it for a couple of weeks. I don't have a whole lot, and I'm not going to cut it all because it is part of my landscape. But I always am super excited to have it. You can cut this at any time of the year. I just prefer when it turns color. Oh, so good. Okay, well, I've got all my flowers cut. Like I said, we don't have nearly as much, but I'll show you what we got. I cut some hydrangeas, the sedum, all my usual dahlias, though not nearly as many. Oh, these guys are kale, more zinnias, and the second round of cosmos, dahlias, and then just a few sunflowers, the last of them. Since we don't have a whole lot, I thought I also might play with some dried flowers this week. I pulled out my bins. I've got a lot on the table, lots to work with, but we'll see. I've only got a few hours before I've got to be all done, so we'll get as far as we can. I do want to show you though, I had a custom request for a bucket of flowers. I want to show you what that looks like. She's coming to get it any minute, so I wanted to just show you. She wanted soft pinks. These are all my sweet Natalie dahlias, and white. She got the straw flowers and some zinnia. I can't just do pink and white, so there's always some green, some sparkle, and this is mint. Oh, I hope she loves it. All right, we're gonna start making some bouquets. I'm sorry the lighting's kind of weird. I'm actually, because we didn't have so many flowers, I was done harvesting early enough that I can get after this earlier in the day. Classic. Normally I would spread all my flowers out, but because of the sun, which is kind of crazy because it was raining this morning, I don't want any of these buckets sitting in the sun. So that's why it's the way it is. Let's see. This one might be my favorite right now. This hydrangea and these peach. Ugh. I love this one. If this one doesn't sell, I won't be mad. I'll keep it. Alright guys, well unfortunately my camera died halfway through that, so you only got to see a few. I'll walk through and show you all the buckets, and then tomorrow we'll do the same as we have the last couple of videos, in that I'll wrap them up at the market and I'll show you what they look like there. I did not get very far with my dried flower project, but that will be very soon, and I will take you along when I do that, so that I can show you how I actually make a bouquet out of dried flowers, because it's similar, not quite the same. Okay, these are the buckets of flowers. These dahlias, they never cease to amaze me how beautiful they are. All these pretty little zinnias. These ones might be my favorite. They have these hydrangeas in there that should even dry as they sit there. And our adventure into flowering kale, I like it. Okay, these guys over here, it's a little darker over here, but these are just beautiful, bright, cheerful, and then the fall colors with these Mai Tai dahlias. Oh, these guys, those are always my favorite this time of year. And like I said, this is as far as I got with my dried flowers. I got the bins out. I pulled out some old bouquets. We'll see if I take them down there. Otherwise, I'll take you along as I make a bunch of bouquets in the coming days. I do want to take them down, even if last week or next week is our last week at the market. I still want to take some down. I know I have some customers that have asked, so I will bring some down, and then we'll see how they do. Okay, I will see you guys in the morning.
It's there.
Hit it! Don't get. I love the one section calling you know, we can help with
Gathering away, so it's taken from these spots.
Hi guys, it's the day after the market. It was a pretty decent day. Hey guys, it's Erin. I just wanted to give you an update from the market yesterday. It was a fairly decent day actually. It was better than the week before. I think part of that was the weather. It was much nicer. It was around 70 degrees and mostly sunny all day, so there was a lot more people out. The week before it had gotten rainy and it was gray and everybody kind of settled into their fall timeline. But I did bring a bunch of dried flowers. Oh, here's Izzy. Dried flowers down there, so people were also buying those along with the bouquets. I still think I only have 1, maybe 2 weeks left at the market. Just the flowers are starting to peter out. They're just done for the season. The zinnias especially don't like the weather. It's been down into the 40s overnight. So yeah, they're not happy about it. Either way, it was a good time. We're working on putting together, you know, a farmer barbecue gathering after the market's over, which will be a lot of fun. We have some really good friends that we've met down there, the other farmers at the market. Otherwise, like I said, it was a pretty good Saturday. It was definitely better than the week before. The bouquets sold really well. I only had, four left at the end of the market that I just gave to some of my friends. And I always love that too. Whatever's left over, the farmers get to take with them because if they come home with me, they're mostly going on the compost bin. Some stuff I do dry, but not a lot. Okay guys, well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you are inspired to get in your garden, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.